Sagittarius, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 27th of February through to the 5th of March. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and we're going to be looking at your tarots for the week at the end. It will all be time stamped in the description below for your own desires, as it were. Let's just connect straight up there. There we go. And we're into your chakras. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. Okay, there seems to be obviously you must be spending a lot of time in your head at the moment, because the root chakra there is, although it's defined, it's a bit small. So you might be really busy at the moment, moving about, doing a lot of things, organizing a lot of things, working out a lot of things within, the mental activities of life at the moment. That's what it seems to be like. It was interesting. Let's see what's going on with your sacrum. Well, there's a bit of an imbalance into the work and play ethic here. It's the work ethic that's sort of taking more of a center stage. Let's just see if we can get anything out of that, of what that is about. Strike while the iron's hot. That's what it seems to be like for you. Yeah, you got to boss it up maybe at the moment. That's maybe the world that is around you. The logic that's changing, and we saw that in the collective reading from the month of March, and also in your individual reading. Let's just see what's going on the solar plexus. There was this sort of logic within the world that is changing, and we have to, there's a lot of people that's going to be in line with it, and there's going to be a lot of people that ain't. And it seems like you're running towards this logic. Your solar plexus is really fueling your heart's desires at the moment. There's a lot on the surface, and there's a lot of activity as well. So you're burning a lot of energy here at the moment, Sagittarius. Yeah, that could be a good thing. That could also be a very bad thing, It depends on what you're doing. As long as you're concentrating on the goals at hand, I think it will be very good. If you find yourself, you're getting pulled from pillar to post for this, that, and the other, it's gonna eat you up from inside, basically. And I'd be wary of that. Also for the physical level, for things that are going on for you in the physical world at the moment, I would be very attentive to your digestive system at the moment. So a bit of turmeric wouldn't be too bad. But there is a lot of passion there. There is a lot of fire. There is a lot of desire for things to be really moving on. Let's just see what's going on in the heart chakra. There's a lot of emotions at the surface as well. There is a degree of socializing as well. And I think this comes from you. There is a major desire for change within your relationships at the moment, or your relationship. Change doesn't necessarily mean the end of. It could also mean, like, if you're looking for a relationship, this is the moment to go out there and get it. This is obviously, there is a lot of movement around you at the moment, and I would get into that idea of socializing, connecting with people, opening up new possibility, making new friends, that sort of thing. Just being very open to the social opportunities that you have around you. If you're already in a couple, it's a case of, if you do want this to change, if you want it to evolve, you've got to invest in it, and so does your partner. If it's not coming back to you, if you're not getting the feedback, you're going to feel really disappointed. So communication, I think, will be key here with your partner at the moment. Just to be really clear about where everybody's going. Let's just see what's going on the third eye and the throat chakra. Well, it's not too bad, but there is a little bit more sort of mental second guessing sort of things. Your intuition could be off the radar at the moment. Could be really working well, or it's sort of there's too much thinking getting involved, so you can't actually see the road in front of you. That's the funny thing with Sagittarius. You do have sometimes this paradox within you. that either it's working incredibly well for some of you and really badly for others. And sometimes it's difficult to find that middle ground for you. And here there's a lot of mental activity. Let's see what's going on in your crown chakra. There is something brewing within you. There is no doubt about that. And I think this ties into that logic within the world around us. There's a realization that's brewing up within your consciousness. And I think it's more of a case of, right, now I understand, sort of scenario going on. Not sure if it's totally there yet. I think you'll get the inklings this week. And I think it'll play out more in the following week rather than anything else. But there's definitely a change of consciousness within you, change of what you want to do, change of direction for you. Some of you could even be moving quite long distances and stuff like that. But I want to get back to that heart chakra and see what's going on. Let's see what this petal here does. See where it's playing in. Yeah, you want to live. You want to live, and you want to live fully. And sometimes it's difficult to do that in this world, simply because the world's not quite up to speed at the moment. And that's where you could be creating a bit of frustration for yourself within your relationships, within your personal side of life, I would say. In the financial side of life, though, I think it's very very vibrant. There's a lot of opportunities, there's a lot of work going on, there's a lot of movement, and there's a lot of networking as well. There seems to be more networking going on for the heart than there is on in regards to relationships in your workspace, rather than within your relationships on a personal sort of level. So I would definitely get a grip on the goals that you really want to do. Keep them clearly in mind on your personal side of life, of what you wish to sort of experience in life and what sort of emotions you want to get involved with. But within the financial side of life, I think that's got to move a little bit quicker. So you can have this idea of being really hectic at work, really playing hard at work, and then you can play nicely at home, as it were, or nicely within your relationships. Then looking for that sort of that spark or that connection between you and another person, I think is really important for you this week. Let's just see what's going on in your aura. Yeah, it looks like the middle part of the week's going to be a lot of realizations for you. I think Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday in this week coming up, I think there's decisions to be made. I think these decisions come from the outside world in accordance of you and connecting to the outside world or connecting with other people that are around you. And it's a case of got to make those decisions if you want to move forward. And it seems to be more within your relationship side than the other side. Let's just see how the energy is flowing through you. Yeah, it's being pulled up towards your brain, up towards the crown chakra. There's that mental aspect of it, all working things out at the moment, which seems to be, if I do this, then that can happen, this can happen. It's a lot of that, it's prejudging, and I would be a little bit wary of that. Let's just get onto your chakras and see what's onto your tarot and see what's going on here. Here we got the overall energy that's flowing through you at the moment. Yeah, it's the start of a new cycle for you, and you've got to put your pennies worth in. It's also understanding the longer term cycles as well, the growing cycles. It's an opportunity that arises for you in order to change your foundation, change your roots, basically. And that's what we saw in the root chakra as well. Yeah, the karmic message here, this is on your relationship side, it could well, that's a marriage card. Normally it's going through like a celebration of going from being in one state to another. That's what's sort of playing through you here. And I'm not sure if it is. It could well be connected with the marriage, but I think it's more sort of flowing the other way. The universe here is bringing in lots of gifts for you within your love. This is where your heart chakra's really pushing it out there. You asking for a lot from the world, and that's probably a good thing. It looks like it's an amazing thing, Sagittarius. What you're asking for seems to be getting paid, brought back to you. Seeing things in a different way. Yeah, I think this is to do with how you connect with the world that is around you, and it's going from being one way in your life into another. It's gonna this is the changes that are coming up. These are the decisions that need to be made in your life at the moment. These sort of petals here, this is how the guides are trying to influence you. So the guides are trying to sort of say, you've got to look at your relationships in a different way. Judgment. Do you know what? Judgment comes up for everybody. It's been out for everybody. I'm getting sick and tired of saying it. No, I'm only joking. This judgment is a realization of what you want, basically. These gifts that are coming in from the universe, you're going through this, the abundance that is happening within your life in regards of socializing and connecting with people. It seems to be the theme that's going through it, and this is the realization. These are the decisions you're making by looking at things differently. You're going to make a decision that's going to change the way you look at life in regards to your relationships, or the way you interact with other people around you. You found your calling, you found your heart's desires, and I would follow it. I wouldn't hold back. I would open up to that idea enormously within you. Let's just see what's going on your... This is on your financial sort of side. As I said, I think it's going to be a lot busier. It's trying out a lot of things here, obviously, in your karmic message. It's trying to see how things work. And working well with other people is going to help you. Connecting with other people, networking, and networking through a very joyous sort of, sort of childlike energy, basically, of exploring and enjoying life. Decisions need to be made. The universe is pressing on these sort of decisions. Maybe there's a job or a business opportunity that you've been thinking about, and here the universe is kind of sort of saying, stop pulling the wool over your eyes, and make that decision. Make it clear for you, so then it's clear for everybody that is around you. Look at that, a tower moment. It's completely opposite to the other side. I think the tower moment could be that sort of, running yourself ragged a bit and realizing that you can't keep doing that. Therefore, you've got to change the way in which you do business, change the way in which you do your job. You've got to open up to different ways of doing things. And this is where the networking and working well with other people will open those opportunities for you. The guys here are sort of saying, you can't carry on this way. You need to sort of change the way in which you sort of have that interaction with life around you. And with that tower moment, then comes complete and understanding. The Hierophant is a teacher. They've gone through lots of different lessons in life, and that's what every step on that stairwell or that staircase going up to their heart's desires is a learning process that they've been through each time to get to their heart's desires. And this is where the tower moment comes into play. It's making you to readjust and to how you do things. You're working a lot at the moment, I think, more than you should be. And I think by the middle of the week, you're going to start opening your heart to the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday sort of scenario. You're going to open to your heart sort of saying, well, look, if I work 40 hours and only earn this, and I work 20 hours, but I earn just a little bit less, you're better off working just 20 hours on a week. So you can spend a lot more time in the world around you. Yeah, you're carrying too much, I reckon, Sagittarius. Very, very busy life for you at the moment. And I'm not sure everything is coming your way. As I say, I think this prejudgment of life around you may not be helping you out. It may be sending you off down false passageways at the beginning of the week. But by the middle of the week, you should be realizing that, no, this is not how I want to do it. This is how I want to do it. I just want to get something on that 10 of Wands. So we got the page of Wands, which goes through here. There is a learning process that you need to go to. You need to learn how to manifest things. It's all very well putting all your passion into it, but you've got to have that heart's desires, that chakra that's leading you forward, that's creating something for you, is got to be the main thing. It's finding your evident path on your financial sort of side, on your work side, and bringing that childlike attitude to your relationship side. Taking a lot of pressure off yourself, I think, more than anything else. With the Five of Swords at the overall. So yeah, the Five of Swords is walking away from conflict, walking away from a battle that's done and dusted, as it were, that's not worth winning. And this is what this is all about from down here. It's a whole learning curve, and maybe it's a case of opening your heart to change things within your relationships, which is going to bring this all into sort of clarity, and where you're going to be able to take all the benefits of the understanding of what you're going through to go forward into a place where you can walk away from that conflicts that might be around you, and see what is your evident path and nurture your future. And as you nurture it, all of a sudden, it's going to make you feel alive again. You're carrying too much this week, and that's probably what the decision needs to be made in the middle of the week, where you need to offload quite a few things. There you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being with us. We have the monthly readings out as well, and the collective monthly reading out. I will see you again for this weekend for the masterclass in the rhythms of life according to the Astroflower. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.